Good evening, I'm Haley Wilgus.
I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks for being with us tonight. Our top story, environmental concerns and protests over a planned shopping complex in Northport.
A lot next to City Hall at Sumter and Price Boulevard is already being cleared for development, and some are upset about the clear cutting of trees. ABC 7's Christopher Brantley has the details on this project.
Here in Northport, a new town center is slated to be built out here, but its build does not have everyone's full support.
I know a lot of people love our trees, so when we see this clear cutting happen, it's really a knife in the back, if you will.
Edie Driest is one of the people who plans to rally around this construction site Friday. She wants to send a message to the city that development is okay, just not too much development.
We just want to share a message to the city officials that we would like some change with our tree ordinance.
We have a strong tree code and we have a strong open space code.
Michelle Norton is Northport's planning manager. This whole lot is going to soon be a gas station, shops, offices, and some multifamily homes.
When commercial properties come in and they have to take the trees down to make room for the infrastructure, they have to put trees back in.
For many years, this property has been zoned for building, but no one took up the charge until now. For some business owners, a new shopping plaza means more people in the area.
It draws people, and they come from all over the country here.
Dennis Balick sells his art at the farmers market across the street from this new town center. He hopes people will be drawn into the area, so it'll bring more business to him too. Now, completion date for this entire town center isn't really known right now, and that's largely because so much is expected to be built out here. In Northport, Christopher Brantley, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Christopher, thank you. A proposal to turn Manatee County's old jail into affordable housing is now facing opposition from several community leaders. Manatee County Sheriff Brad Stubbe, along with 11 Manatee County judges, sent a letter to the county detailing some security concerns with the proposed project. The letter mentioned everything from a need for increased law enforcement presence to thorough background checks for residents to noise control. Now the developer is responding, saying those concerns are legitimate but will be addressed throughout the planning process.
I think the overall security concerns are legitimate. Now, each of the individual items that they've laid out, we think we have a solution for them.
People from the county come to the courthouse for everything from adoptions to getting driver's license to getting passports. We want to make certain that that's a secure environment for them. That's our #1 concern.
For now, the county says the process will continue as planned as county staff review the developer's proposal.
A traffic stop in Sarasota, in a Sarasota school zone leads to a drug arrest. Sarasota police say an officer tried to pull over Tyran Wilkinson for driving 38 miles per hour in the school zone near Southside Elementary School. Police say Wilkerson appeared nervous, then got out of his car and ran off. The officer caught up with him and took him into custody. Police say Wilkerson had a can with marijuana hidden inside. Also inside his car, they found more than $1,000, a loaded gun, and 6 cell phones. Wilkerson faces multiple charges.
It's an expense that many homeowners here on the Suncoast have to deal with: flood insurance. The new FEMA flood maps in Sarasota County are now in effect. Sarasota County has been working with its consultants since 2014 to review all 110 of FEMA's digital maps of the area. Through that process, the maps have been refined to better reflect the community's flood risk. Some flood zones were changed to meet federal guidelines, so if you want to check out the maps, you can find them on the Sarasota County's government's website. Today in our special Suncoast 2037 series, we're looking at how flood insurance rates will likely change over the next 20 years. We spoke to David Joyner with Joyner Family Insurance in Venice, who says the government is still in the process of trying to fix the flood program and changes are being phased in. Unfortunately, Joyner thinks we will continue to see premiums going up, which will likely impact development along coastal areas.
As you look at coastal changes, I think it's going to impact new construction and development. And I have a feeling we're going to see more redevelopment on the coast as folks just simply can't afford that older property and will have no choice but to try to sell to someone that wants to come in and rebuild as new.
For more information on trends involving the insurance market and other stories looking forward 20 years from now, go to our website, mysuncoast.com, and click on the Suncoast 2037 tab.
Manatee County Area Transit is making some changes to several bus routes and schedules. There will be changes to MCAT routes 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, and 99. All Palmetto area routes will now connect with the downtown Bradenton transfer station. The Anna Maria Island trolley will now operate every 30 minutes until 7:30 a.m. and every 20 minutes after 8 a.m. The changes go into effect on November 12th. And with the slightly cooler weather, it should be a great night for an outdoor concert.
Music on Main will kick off soon in Lakewood Ranch. ABC 7's chief meteorologist Bob Harrigan joins us now live from Main Street with more. Bob?
I've already been singing here a little bit on Music on Main. I'll be singing some more throughout the night. These guys will be singing and playing the real music, though. Right here behind me, Robin and the Retros getting set up. They got the stage set up. They're getting their music instruments all tuned and ready to go for some great music and a great night right here, Music on Main at Lakewood Ranch. And a lot of people already got their seats set up right here. Always a big event. And with all the folks coming down now, it should be packed. Lots of people are going to be showing up. I'll tell you, here's what's going on. Currently, we have fair skies, the temperature still at 83 degrees, and the dew point temperature fairly high. We have a nice breeze coming through here out of the north, though. No real threat of any significant rain at all. There were a few isolated showers around, but those have since moved on. And the Titan radar picture depicting no rainfall around. As I mentioned, things are staying quiet here. I'll let you know if it's going to stay quiet through the weekend. There is a cold front, let's not call it much of one, expected to move through overnight. We'll have the details on that and the weekend weather forecast coming up in a few minutes. Now back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. We haven't had much rain lately, and that's increased the threat of wildfires in the state. 20 homes have been threatened by wildfire in just the past 3 weeks. The fire danger index is moderate to high in South and Southwest Florida. Today, there are 24 active wildfires burning in the state. People need to be cautious while burning outdoors, since the #1 cause of these wildfires is human carelessness.
We are seeing really dry conditions, and the forecast isn't bringing much rain in the near future. It's really important that whether you're grilling or having a outdoor fire or anything like that, that you're really careful.
Keller says 20% of all fires are caused by embers escaping from burning trash and debris in someone's own yard. Residents should avoid burning on dry, windy days, as a water source should always be nearby just in case those flames escape the main burn pile. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, the last Friday of the high school football regular season. We'll take a look at some of tonight's heated rivalries.
And ABC 7 chief meteorologist Bob Harrigan will join us live again with your full weather forecast. Plus, smoking not only affects the lungs, but can cause cancer in more than a dozen parts of the body. And researchers have now identified why. That's coming up.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
It is the last week of the regular season for high school football before 8 area teams advance to the playoffs next week.
Tonight's games are about pride and some heated area rivalries with decades of bragging rights at stake. ABC7's Adam Cellini is joining us live from Southeast High School, where the Seminoles are getting ready for their 35th game against Suncoast powerhouse Manatee High School. Adam.
All right, Scott and Haley, thank you very much. As you can see, the Seminoles offense going through their walkthrough before this game. We haven't seen the Hurricanes arrive yet, but the Hurricanes have just dominated this series lately. They hold the all-time record at 20-14 right now, haven't lost in a while, but Southeast feels like this is their year. The Canes losing a little bit of steam this year. They lost to a district opponent, Riverview High School, for the first time in 11 years earlier, just a couple weeks ago. And for the first time since 2009, Manatee will be going to the playoffs as the district runner-up. We got in touch with John Booth, the head coach over at Manatee, earlier today. He says his Canes are treating this as a dress rehearsal, but they do not want to lose sight of this game.
And we talked a lot about this not being a trap game. You got a team that's hungry. It's senior night over there, you know, you know, it's always a spirited game when we play there.
Now, Southeast High School under head coach Rashad West in his first year has put together a pretty solid season. They're 4-4, but they nearly won the district title, lost a close game to Hardy, and were able to beat Booker High School to make the playoffs this year for the second straight year. We caught up with Rashad West as well, who is telling us that he likes the matchup between his team and the Hurricanes.
Well, the good thing is we got it at home. You know, that's always great to play them over here. It's a little different atmosphere when you go over there and play. So it's great to have it at home. And I like our defense. You know, they're playing really well on offense, but I like our defense. And
now, both these coaches are alumni of their respective programs, so there's a lot of emotion there as well, even though they're wearing headsets instead of helmets. We also like to encourage anyone to send your own pictures in to our Twitter handle at MySunCoast, hashtag it Fan of the Week, and we will run those pictures in our show later tonight. Quick shout out to Alex Quinones of SETV, a student here. He's holding the camera for me right now, doing a great job. Scott and Haley, back to you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Adam. And there's nothing like learning on the job.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
They've got a
like
great
mini
TV
internship.
program there
They
at Southeast
do.
High
They
School.
really do. In just a little while, Lakewood Ranch will be filled with the sounds of the 60s and 70s Motown music.
Yeah, that's right. Robin and the Retros at Music on Main tonight. ABC7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan joins us again live from Main Street with more. Bob?
Yeah, just chilling right here, waiting for the music that begins right at 6 o'clock. With Robin and the Retros, we got some groupies right here, too. Some of the moms and wives and of the band members that are getting ready to play. They're checking their instruments right now. And we got the mayor of Lakewood Ranch walking around here as well. We got all sorts of people, dignitaries, are ready for Music on Main. And a lot of people are going to be here. Obviously, more and more people coming back down to the Suncoast from their little stay up there in the cooler climate during the summer months, but it's nice right here. Would you guys say it's pretty nice?
It's fabulous.
Yeah, they're all agreeing. If they don't, you know what's going to happen. I'm going to bring the rain. We are looking at beautiful weather right now, though. Current conditions, we're looking at sunshine and temperatures generally into the low 80s. We got a nice little breeze here, and it looks as though we won't see any rainfall occurring here. The air is fairly dry, really, in the upper levels of the atmosphere. Titan radar depicting a few showers, mainly along that weak frontal boundary. That weak front expected to move through on Saturday, mainly morning, and bring with it just a little bit of cloudiness, not much at all. And then drier air is to move on in, and that means lower humidity and temperatures slightly cooler. Now, when we're talking about slightly cooler, we'll get down to near average as far as the temperatures go. Currently, up and down the coast, you can see temperatures generally in the 80s and upper 70s up over the Panhandle. I'll tell you, we're looking for cooler temperatures to move in. Highs lately have been in the mid to upper 80s. We're expecting temperatures to be a little bit cooler, as I mentioned, over the weekend and into next week. You see those local temperatures are a little bit cooler right near the coast, but overall, it looks as though no threat of any significant rainfall here. As far as the hourly forecast goes for tomorrow, look for sunshine and plenty of it. Just a few clouds now and again. No real threat of any rainfall over the weekend. High temperatures just in the low 80s, which is just a degree or two above average. And the winds will stay typically out of the north. They'll pick up in intensity. Small craft advisory is in effect for coastal waters as a result of the stronger winds on Saturday. They'll let up a little bit in the afternoon, and then they'll kick back up late in the afternoon and evening. So keep that in mind if you plan on boating. It's going to be rough going for boaters on Saturday. But with that north wind, it will stay fairly dry. The National Satellite and Radar Imagery not showing much going on here. Things are fairly quiet over the southeast. Some showers over Texas and also New Mexico and Arizona, and over the northeast. Mid-Atlantic coast states getting some rain earlier today. That's starting to push offshore. Water vapor content. Look at that dry air moving through the lower United States and the southeast. That is all headed in our general direction. So, as I said, no real threat of any rainfall anticipated over the next couple of days. The enhanced satellite image of beach and boating forecast looking good. Futurecast, we're going all over the place here. Looking pretty good as far as that goes. The front staying down to our south. Beach and boating forecast is calling for a small craft advisory. Winds will be picking up out of the northeast, and it looks as though that will continue through the afternoon, late afternoon, as though the winds will pick up. Seas running 2 to 3 feet with a choppy conditions there. As far as the forecast goes, tides upcoming on your screen. And the forecast tonight calling for mostly fair skies and low temperatures dropping down into the mid 60s. The forecast for Saturday, sunshine, high temperatures in the low 80s, and the extended forecast is calling for nice weather for the remainder of the weekend and throughout all of next week. Temperatures pretty comfortable in the low 80s. No real threat of any significant rain. There is a front next Thursday and Friday, a slight chance at 20% for a few showers. It could be a little bit more so the following Saturday, but no rain anticipated tomorrow. These guys got front row seats, getting ready for the music to start here in just a little over a half hour from now. Well, more on our weather forecast coming up a little bit later in this newscast. Back to you.
Okay, Bob, thank you. And Suncoast Traffic Watch, no crashes in the area, but we are seeing traffic backed up along I-75 in the northbound lanes from Bee Ridge Road north into Fruitville. You get used to hearing that almost every night. That's a typical slowdown this time of day. Haley?
Thank you, Scott. In health news tonight, for patients with advanced cancer, palliative care should start early and be an integral part of the treatment, not just something added on near the end of life. That's according to a new practice guideline from the American Society for Clinical Oncology. Expanding on a 2012 opinion, the guideline authors say that caregivers of cancer patients should also be considered for palliative, sometimes known as comfort care. Palliative care teams help build relationships with patients and family caregivers, and they manage symptoms like fatigue, mood changes, and nausea. They also help with medical decision-making and just generally assist patients in coping with having cancer. Scientists have found that smoking a pack a day of cigarettes can cause 150 damaging changes to a smoker's lung cells each year. In a study in the journal Science, researchers said the findings show a direct link between the number of cigarettes smoked in a lifetime and the number of mutations in the DNA of cancerous tumors. The highest mutation rates were seen in lung cancers, but tumors in other parts of the body, including bladder, liver, and throat, also had smoking-associated mutations. When we come back, new details on the man accused of chaining a woman up inside of a storage container. why investigators believe she may not be the only victim. Plus, a parade that is a century in the making, how the Windy City is celebrating its world champions.
The all-new mysuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you.
Enjoy fine wine, craft beer, and delicious foods, all while supporting a great cause at the 15th Annual Suncoast Food and Wine Festival, Saturday, November 12th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Sarasota Polo Club. Taste hundreds of wines from around the world and sample cuisine from the area's finest restaurants. Watch live cooking demonstrations from local chefs and take part in a silent auction to bid on creative prize packages that will delight any foodie or wine connoisseur. The event will feature live music by Kettle of Fish. There's free parking, and all proceeds benefit a variety of local charities and Rotary Club projects. Don't miss this year's Suncoast Food and Wine Festival, Saturday, November 12th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Sarasota Polo Club. For tickets and information, visit suncoastfoodandwinefest.com.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Hello, I'm Jamie DiDomenico with Cool Today, Plumbing Today, and Energy Today. Here on the Suncoast, taking care of people is more than a slogan, it's a way of life. On Tuesday, November 15th, do your part and show that the Suncoast cares. Come by the Suncoast Blood Bank from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and donate one or more of these important items needed by local organizations, including a life-saving blood donation. For more details, visit suncoastcares.org. That's Tuesday, November 15th from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Suncoast Blood Bank. See you there.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today at our new kitchen and bath cabinetry locations.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. AndServices.com. AndServices.com.
We're learning more about a man who's accused of chaining a woman inside a storage container in Woodruff, South Carolina. Todd Kohlhepp was convicted of a 1986 kidnapping in Arizona. That's what landed him on the sex offender registry. Police say Kohlhepp held 30-year-old Kayla Brown hostage on his property in South Carolina. She was found inside a padlocked storage container. This afternoon, investigators also found a body on Kohlhepp's property. That body has not been identified, but Brown told investigators she saw Kohlhepp shoot and kill her boyfriend. The two had been missing since August. This gruesome discovery today shocked neighbors.
It was very deplorable. She was living in a cage inside of a container. It was only by God's grace that she was found alive.
This is a small town, and you don't hear this kind of stuff going on a lot. Thank God she is alive.
Kohlhepp was convicted and sentenced to prison for that kidnapping in 1986. He's also a licensed pilot and realtor in that area. Investigators suspect there could be several other bodies on his property.
A dog's story of survival in Nashville, Tennessee is inspiring others to overcome their hardships. Hope was found injured on the side of the road. She ended up having to have her leg amputated. And now that she is fully recovered and healthy, the rescue group that saved Hope is using her story to help human amputees. Hope visited a support group meeting and brightened many people's days.
To see her and how she's just thriving is fabulous, because that is really the message for an amputee, is you're the same you're just missing a part.
Hope is currently living with a foster family in Tennessee. She will eventually be put up for adoption. I think it'd be great if maybe one of those human amputees were able to adopt her. Well, it's been a long time coming, but the Chicago Cubs are finally getting the chance to celebrate a championship. Thousands of people packed the streets of downtown Chicago to see their world champions. The Cubs riding in an open roof bus and waving at fans and just simply taking in the moment, of course. Some players even went out and posed for photos with fans. The parade started at Wrigley and then ended with a rally downtown. And since the Cubs haven't been able to call themselves champions for 108 years, many are calling today's rally and parade the celebration of a century.
One of the estimates I saw, 5 million people turned out to watch today at some point along the parade route or at the rally at Grant Park.
I imagine a lot of missed school days, a lot of missed work days, but I'm pretty sure everyone was okay with that.
They have an excuse today.
Yes, big celebration. Well, still to come on your Suncoast News, a disruptive week for several Suncoast schools.
5 Sarasota and Manatee County schools placed on lockdown or evacuated. How the school districts are working ahead to avoid a future catastrophe.
It's the Crystal Classic International Sand Sculpting Festival on Siesta Beach, November 11th through 15th, with 24 of the world's best sand sculptors. Bring the family for new hands-on kids activities, live music, food, sand sculpting lessons, and more. See SiestaKeyCrystalClassic.com for details.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
Christmas Tradition by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
They care. They take the time to understand you, take the time to understand your case.
There's no better satisfaction to me than to see a client who is happy because of the job we've done for them.
It's really actually very comforting to know that there's someone that you've heard of and you're getting recommendations about that you can turn to when you have a problem.
I felt like I had a partner in this, and he was going to be by my side.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Come see the Crystal Classic International Sand Sculpting Festival November 11th through 15th on Siesta Beach. Check out the Crystal Classic Party Tent, produced by Siesta Key Chamber of Commerce and Moat Marine. Details including remote parking via SCAD. Visit SiestaKeyCrystalClassic.com.